Hello, hippie homework. Last week I had a meltdown. Big one. Haven't had a meltdown that big for quite a long time. And it was amazing to watch from a different perspective because I watched myself crash and burn and notice all this thinking that was so rigid and so black and white, and it just bled into everything. So one part of my life, which was me trying to sort of put a business program out, my Splat program out, I didn't feel was going to work. All of a sudden, in a moment, I just had this thought, oh, holy crap, this is not going to work the way I thought it was going to work. And my whole world came crushing down because I had spent so long trying to work out what the offer was, how to get it up and running, how to create it from an IT point of view, how to market it. My whole life had been about trying to get this right. And then I was like, I don't think this is going to work. And I was devastated because I just had put so much effort into it. I had a vision. I know what I want to do with it. I know what I'm capable of showing and helping people with. But it just doesn't seem like it's going to work the way I think it's going to work. And so I cracked it. Cracked it big time. By the way, there's no proof of this either. I just had my own little meltdown. And everything I thought was black and white. Totally black and white. And as I sat there in instantaneous misery, like I went from perfectly fine day, normal day, to hang on, I'm so over life. I'm so sick of all these delays. I'm so annoyed with not being able to have what I want when I want it. Screw you, I'm out of here. And out of here is, no, I don't want to live, and that's huge. And I can go to that place because I've had depression and I've spent a period of my time pondering why we're even here. And so that place is easy for me to find because I lived there for a little while. But I also pulled myself out of that. And so what I could also do in that same moment is hold myself in observer and go, whoo, how did I get here? Like 5 minutes ago, perfectly fine. Now look at you. You're ready to walk away and take your bat and ball and disappear. Pretty full on. But I could also see that what was causing the problem was my thinking was totally, totally rigid. Either it worked the way I had planned it to work or it didn't work. And there was no in between. It worked or it didn't work. It was a success or it failed. That's it. And it killed me. Absolutely killed me. Now, Spirit gave me some reasons why it perhaps wouldn't work the way I wanted it to work. And they were damn good reasons, because what Spirit was saying to me was, okay, if you get this up and running the way you want it up and running, how are you going to find time for your family? Because that, in this moment, is more important to you. You have a young family. You worked hard to get them. You want to enjoy them. You're not enjoying them. How do you get to that place? If we take all this stress away, we get you to a place where you can just relax and enjoy, and you're not constantly trying to strive and achieve stuff. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense, but why have I done all this bloody work if you're not going to give me what I want anyway? I know, I'm stubborn. So I had a dummy spit for days. And look, I'm probably very sleep deprived as well, because I'm not enjoying my children, because one of them wakes me up every hour and a half. So, all good now. Meltdown mostly over, but I've had to just go, alright, if Splat's not going to work the way I want with all the bells and whistles, then, is that a big thing or not a big thing? I've had to put it all into a different perspective. It might be that Spirit gives it to me in, blue dots and red stripes. Does it matter if it's with blue dots and red stripes? Is it still sort of where I'm heading? Or is it that nothing happens and that's okay too? Because what I get is better, which is the time that I want to learn how to be happy and calm and peaceful and actually wake up and enjoy a day. because I don't wake up and enjoy a day. I go, oh gosh, wonder what the kids are going to put me through today. That's wrong. So we've got to fix it, and that means not being stressed and being able to just go with the flow. And then what they get up to is not annoying, it's actually quite amusing. So this week, find something that you have locked in, that you want it to be a particular way. You know, maybe you want to be an astronaut and that's not happening for you. Or my sister had no ring, no baby, you know, and hey, that works sometimes, and sometimes you might be holding out for things that you can't have. You know, maybe you do want a baby. I mean, that's another one I had to go through, you know. Want a baby, couldn't have the baby the way I wanted to have a baby, and had to go through different stages of IVF to work out how I could have our babies. So you can't hold to something that strongly that it makes you sick, because it does make you sick. So this week, find something that is stressing you out, challenging you, making you unhappy, and if you sit down and really think about it, can you see that you've made it an all or nothing situation? And then go and let it go. Or work out that there might be a different option for you in there. Or just kind of, you know, accept that that's the case. It's not easy. It's not fun. You might have a dummy spit, but you might come out the other side with something better and maybe a better attitude. You never know. So see how you go. Let me know if you've got a dummy spit and you want some help. But it'll be worth it. I'll see you next week.